The man just killed a dragonfly with insecticide. The next day, a pair of dragonfly wings grew on the back, and it has the most powerful organ of dragonflies, the compound eye. Not only does it have an extremely high flight speed that is difficult for the naked eye to capture, it can also perfectly predict all the actions of the opponent. But Lindu didn't dare to show his wings in front of people, because insect wings make him feel inferior. He thinks he's a monster, but also the fear of being caught by OPSI research. And he's been keeping his distance ever since. But the pain of loneliness is no less than death. So after being admitted to college, he's determined to make a change. He tied his wings to his back with bandages. Then he gradually became more confident. He's a popular blogger on social media. Today, Manhua Mixi invited Lindu to watch a movie together, and as a teenager, he agreed. But little do they know that a pair of eyes are already staring at him not far away. After arriving at the cinema, Lindu couldn't help but start fantasizing. If you date Mixi in the future, do you want to show your wings? Mixi is so kind. She should accept him, right? Just after Mixi went to the bathroom, the lights in the cinema suddenly went out. At the same time, the staff rushed in a panic. Everyone evacuate. There's a weirdo in the hallway with a huge murder weapon coming this way, but he wasn't finished. A huge sickle suddenly pierced through his abdomen. Seeing this, the people in the theater began to flee. Lindu intends to escape, but suddenly I remember that Mixi went to the toilet. Just when he hesitated, the man's eyes have locked on him. The next second, he raised his sickle and pounced on Lindu. Fortunately, Lindu escaped in time and was not injured. But when he saw the man's face, terror was written all over his face. The man's hands are actually two sides. The mantis man is coming towards Lindu. Why do you look like you've seen a monster? Is this your first time seeing another insect man? Didn't you use that damn bug spray too? Lindu didn't care to think too much. Turn around and run out of the corridor, but the mantis man is very fast. In the blink of an eye, he caught up with Lindu. Just then, a cup suddenly smashed at the mantis man. It's the beauty that comes out of the toilet. The mantis man was annoyed by Mixi's move, a little girl who is not afraid of death. How dare you disturb my precious mealtime? As he spoke, he waved his double sickle and rushed towards Mixi. Mixi was kicked out of the window by the mantis man. Lindu was shocked when he saw this, but he didn't dare to release his wings. After all, he never flew once. And here's the thing, there are so many people down there. If exposed in front of so many people, the good life he has now may no longer exist. But looking at the despairing beauty, finally, he gritted his teeth and jumped down. The mantis man was also surprised when he saw this. Even insect people jumping from this height is also dead. But just then, the clothes on Lindu's back suddenly bulged up. A dazzling green light suddenly bloomed. Just as the two were about to land, they stopped firmly in the air. A girl in the crowd exclaimed, "It actually spreads its wings in the city center. It's incredible." At the same time, I heard voices in her earphones. "Do you want to deal with that kid together?" The girl took off her hat to tentacles exposed on the head. "No, I think it's better to bring that boy to our school." Mixi fainted because of excessive surprise. Although this is Lindu's first flight, but it's not unfamiliar at all. Then he carried Mixi and rushed to the nearest hospital. Just as the mantis man fantasized about eating Lindu's delicious food, the girl with tentacles suddenly jumped up from behind. One punch knocked the mantis man to the ground. Fortunately, the video on the internet did not capture the front of Lindu, but everyone around him started to be suspicious of him. His former classmates also began to deliberately distance themselves from him. Lindu returned to his lonely state before college. However, he believed that Mixi would definitely accept him. So he went to the hospital to visit Mixi, who had just woken up. But for Lindu's arrival, Mixi looked very scared and said that Lindu was a monster. Tell him not to come to her again in the future. The last hope is dashed. Lindu returned home angrily, ready to cut off the culprit who turned him into a monster. But in the end, I couldn't do it because I was afraid of pain. Days go by, Lindu felt out of place in this society. Finally, he came to a rooftop, prepared to end this miserable life. But when he jumped off the building, the wings on the back instinctively fanned. "Damn wings, can't even die as you want." Just then, a girl's voice suddenly came from below. "I really envy you. I want wings too." Lindu was shocked. When did this woman appear here? And why is she standing on the wall? People with wings choose to commit suicide by jumping off a building. Don't you think it's a little stupid? Do you hate wings so much? I know there's a way to be normal again. again? Lindu seemed to grasp the last straw when he heard the words, "Say it. How can I become a normal person?" This tells you there is a condition. You come for an interview at our school, the professor will explain it to you himself, and you won't be alone anymore. Lindu had no choice. He came to the school city hidden in the mountains with the girl. The scene in front of me set off a storm in the spiritual heart. It's full of insect people like him. Lindu's heart beat faster. Can I really find a way to be normal here? The girl said that only Lindu was enrolled in this semester. She went to prepare the formalities. Let him browse by himself first. Lindu wandered around the campus curiously. This place is indeed full of insect people, and don't hide their appearance. Then a beetle suddenly flew past Lindu's ear, and then he noticed. On the stone table next to him sat an old man with a white beard, and covered in honey. The old man picked up a beetle and threw it into his mouth. Look at the crunchy food the old man eats. Lindu looked sick for a while, turned around and continued to walk forward. But the old man suddenly appeared behind him, lift up his clothes. Lindu was so frightened that he hurriedly backed away. It's intact under the clothes. It stretches well, it's a good pair of wings. But why do you want to hide so much? The spiritualist turned away angrily when he heard the words. I came here to get rid of this thing. The old man laughed. Unpromising guy. After that, the girl took Lindu to meet Professor Ma Daoxuan. Lindu was very nervous. He was the one who knew how to turn back into a normal person. Professor Ma doesn't talk nonsense either. Go straight to the point, saying that. He played a video of a school's graduation ceremony. The insect man in the video was given a cup of strange liquid. When the insect man drinks the liquid, soon turned into a beautiful girl with long hair fluttering. Lindu was very excited when he saw this. Professor Ma explains it's called Cinderella, and there were only so many difficulties. Only graduate with the first grade in the whole department will be awarded Cinderella. After some thought, Lindu decided to join Nice University. In terms of academic performance, he is still very confident in himself. The first thing after admission is to choose a course. The girl gave him a guide manual for choosing a course. Choose one of the 3 compulsory courses, but they all have weird names. Ultimately, Lindu decided to take Professor Ma's course. This is the most popular class in school. No group work, and a lot of people get A's. Just as Lindu was about to go to the classroom to choose a course, a scorpion-tailed girl suddenly got into a fight with a yellow-haired girl. Lindu was taken aback. They are all college students and still fight. Then the girl with tentacles suddenly walked past him. You will see it often in the future. Saying that, he quickly came to the side of the two. Throw it out one by one. Yellow hair scolding. Shit? Which one doesn't have eyes? Visible girl. His pupils suddenly constricted. Department representative. Lindu also knew that the girl's name was Park Zijen, and it is the lineage representative of the beneficial insect family. After that, everyone came to the classroom to prepare for class selection. At the same time, in an office in the teaching building, Chi-jun, a professor of the Department of Beneficial Insects, walked in. I heard there are new transfer students. You mean Lindu, right? You have just met him. What do you think of him? Do you think he can successfully complete the course selection? Remember what happened? Chi-jun sneered. Of course not. At the same time, course selection also officially begins. But all the students in the classroom rushed out the window. Lindu looked confused. How come? Isn't it a course selection? Why is everyone running out? There was only one little bee and Lindu left in the classroom. Little bee explains. Next course selection is different from that of ordinary universities. Only if you find a professor hiding in the mountains can you take his class. And only the first 16 people get the professor's USB stick. Plug the USB stick into the computer in the classroom to choose courses. Lindu realized that he had wasted a lot of time. So he took off his coat and flew into the sky, observed the movements of others. Soon the flag on the top of the mountain caught his attention. That is to say, where there are flags, there are professors, but he noticed that the students below all scuffled together because of the course selection. He was shocked to do this in order to grab customers. This is too scary. Lindu also started to act, but the goal is clear. But which flag is Professor Ma's? Just then, he suddenly noticed a direction. Then he ran at full speed towards the flag under a flag on the other side. Professor Ma is leisurely drinking tea. Lindu fell from the sky. A face fell in front of Professor Ma. Linshu's face showed excitement. Sure enough, it's the direction with the most people. Professor Ma was slightly surprised. He didn't expect Lindu to turn the disadvantage of late departure into an advantage. Then he gave the last USB stick to Lindu. Lindu excitedly held the USB stick, thought it was over, getting ready to go back to the classroom to choose a course. But then Professor Ma took out his mobile phone. List of people who will hold a USB stick, sent to all students' mobile phones. Although Lindu didn't understand what this meant, but I had a bad feeling. The course selection has finally officially begun. The list has just been announced. Spiritual practice is surrounded by countless practitioners. I was beaten and fled everywhere for a while. Fortunately, he is fast enough, not injured. How can there be such a damn course selection? Just then, a small voice suddenly came from a tree hole not far away. Come here. Lindu hid in a tree hole and escaped. Really? Thank you. Helped me again. I'm so lucky to meet someone as kind as you. No problem. Compliment my kindness or something. Saying that, he suddenly reached out and tapped Linshu's forehead. A stinger pierced Linshu's skin. The spiritual body falls uncontrollably to the ground, and the bee takes the drive out of his hand. You are paralyzed. I won't be able to move for a while. You think I'm really helping you? Idiot. Everyone here is a competitor. Who would be stupid enough to help a competitor? Let students compete with each other. Only the strong can survive. That's what they're for. Then he laughed and walked away. However, the little bee underestimated Linshu's obsession of turning back into a normal person. He pulled out the stinger and chased after the little bee, but the toxin has started to spread. He can't catch up with the little bee at all. Damn, gotta catch him. Next second, his eyes suddenly turned bright green. He can actually see the little bee's movements clearly. Dragonflies are known as the king of predators. The success rate of predation is as high as 95%. The secret to success lies in his eyes. The giant compound eye is made up of tens of thousands of small eyes. Captures very subtle movements in 360 degrees without dead ends. Dragonflies rely on excellent compound eyes. Read the motions of the prey, anticipate its movement and capture it. At this moment, for the first time, Lindu had a strong desire to catch someone. He made the little bee his prey. Lindu punched the little bee in the chin with an uppercut. The USB stick fell from the palm of the little bee's hand. Lindu hurriedly dived down, but just as he was about to grab the USB stick, a hand suddenly grabbed the USB stick in front of him. Now, I'm making a lot of money. A female student with insect legs falls to the ground. Then his legs slammed and ran out in the direction of the classroom. Lindu is ready to catch up. A dark shadow suddenly fell from behind him. It's the little bee he knocked out. Hateful. You will die if you fall from this height. But you can't get a USB stick like this. After a fierce ideological struggle, Lindu still chose to save the little bee. Then he chased in the direction of the USB stick again. But due to the spread of toxins, Linshu's body soon fell uncontrollably. I don't know how long it has been. A shout suddenly woke Lindu up from his coma. Shijun said he only had the last 5 minutes left, and we don't have any USB drives left. Tell him to give up and wait until next year to participate. I just don't know if there will be Cinderella by then. Lindu immediately vented his dissatisfaction when he heard the words. I was attacked and robbed of a USB stick. Aren't those people cheating by doing this? Shijun stopped and exhaled. Unpromising guy in this school. Strong is good. If you want to achieve a certain goal, then go fight and grab. Jungle juice turns people into murder weapons. This school is full of these dangerous guys. Do you think this is a place for you to study in peace? If you want that, just stay in a human protection facility, where you can live your life safely, and, of course, insect people all their lives. Never mind, if you have nothing to do, drop this for me on the way. Don't forget to sort the garbage. Is it over and I didn't take any classes? I'm such rubbish. Damn. Then he suddenly remembered Chi-chun's words. Damn, it's sad enough that I didn't choose a class. You want me to do this? But when he opened the paper bag, he froze. It turned out to be a USB stick inside at the same time. On the other side, Ma Daoxu found Shijun. You actually gave him the USB stick directly. Don't you like him? Is it for another reason? After a moment of silence, the corners of Chi-chun's mouth rose slightly. Didn't someone say that? It's better to bring the annoying person with you to beat. Time is running out. I don't know if I can catch up with this speed. But what if the landing fails because of eye pain? Can't go faster than this. He suddenly thought of something and stopped abruptly. I saw him take out a pair of glasses from his bag. Wearing this will do a little bit of blocking. Now the speed can be accelerated, and he goes off at full speed, and he goes off in the direction of the classroom. But there are a few people waiting in the woods in front of the school. Not bad, not bad. Somebody's coming, sure enough. I didn't wait so long in vain. Just as a few people were gearing up to take action, Lindu passed through them like a hurricane. I am most afraid of the sudden silence in the air. Why is that kid so fast? Go grab it in the classroom. But isn't that against the rules? I know pretty well. Yellow hair suddenly appeared beside several people, instantly tripped several people over. It was Park Hee-young who intercepted a few people with Chiandawa and Seiichi Comet. It turns out that after the course selection is over, Shijun texted Park Hee-young, let him take care of Lindu. Professor Chi doesn't seem like someone who would say such a thing. Although I don't know what he did but twice. On the other side, Lindu finally arrived at the classroom, completed the course selection before the countdown ended. Lindu breathed a sigh of relief, although it is not Professor Ma's class. But now I have no choice. As long as you work harder than others, it is still possible to become the #1 in the whole department. Just then, a message popped up on the computer. Lindu just finished the course. Received the announcement of the new student orientation session. Lindu just walked into the classroom. The students immediately started talking. The girls even looked at him with admiration. It's the dragonfly man from the movie theater incident. So handsome. After bringing Lindu to the classroom, Park Hee-jin left the classroom. I'm going to run an errand for the professor first. Park Hee-jin just left, a strong man sitting in the back row. A gloomy smile appeared on his face. He smashed the comet's head on the table. The car comet fainted directly on the spot. At the same time, out the door came some little cars with baseball bats. Students, I have a request. Can you give me the first place in the whole department? Hand over your student ID. I'm the only one who can attend this class. Lindu was furious. There's no such thing. I will never hand over my student ID. As he spoke, he rushed towards the red hair. It's too honest to fly in a straight line. As he spoke, his body suddenly turned to one side. A little carlet and a baseball bat fell off. When Lindu woke up, I found myself lying in the infirmary. Park Hee-young brought them here, but his student ID was also taken. Park Hee-young's eyes were cold. Don't worry, student ID cards can be reissued. I'm going to help you reissue your student ID now. I'll be back soon. You did take good care of yourself here. At this time, Seiichi Huiking next to him also woke up. Lindu told him what had happened, but don't worry. The department representative has already gone to help us reissue it. Fool, do you really believe that? If the goal is first in the whole system, why stop all students from going to class? Just contain the few people who may be the first. And how can so many student IDs be reissued in one day? Lindu also reacted at this time. At the same time, a lake outside the school. You shouldn't hand it over obediently. Right, sure. Have you ever seen someone who committed such a big thing and still go back? Stinky woman, as I expected, you will definitely come and get these back. My intention from the beginning was to bring you here. The first place in the first semester of actual insect fighting, Park Seo-kyung. But how could a few little Karas be Park Seo-kyung's opponents? Bunch of trash, you can't catch this woman on the ground. Hello, representative. I'm going to throw it down. Park Hee-jin was shocked, rushed over to grab the student ID. Red hair immediately turned sideways and kicked her into the water. Two sharp spikes on his back stabbed him mercilessly. Without you, the #1 department is in my bag. Killing you at school would definitely raise suspicions. But if you fall into the water and die, then no one knows. Just as Park Hee-young was about to lose consciousness, a green light suddenly fell from the sky and rushed into the lake. A few little cars didn't see what was going on at all. Park Hee-young just broke free from the water. Lin Shu's angry voice came from the side. Even if you want to be #1 in the department, but as a person, you should know what you can do and what you can't do. You trash, so it's you, the flying insect. You can still jump around after being beaten. To hell with it, but Lindu threw his head back and dodged. You can see his trajectory, not so fast either. I can fight this kind of opponent. No avoid. I saw a spike stabbing towards Lin Shu's neck from behind. Lindu perceives danger, retreat quickly to avoid the attack. Lindu was very confused. He thinks he can beat the red hair. Stupid. You and him are not on the same level at all, and the location is not good for you. The insects inside him are aquatic turtles. Once you get caught and dragged into the water, it's over. The two want to leave the lake. Red Hair took out his student ID again and threatened it. I have the student ID card. You can go if you want. Despicable guy. Deceive less with more. I just want to play at my home court. Go back. You don't have to get involved. Their target is me. First place in the first semester. After achieving the goal, the student ID may be returned. You have been implicated by me from the beginning. So I don't want. You can't say that. You said it when you brought me to school. Will I not be alone again? As you said, actually, I didn't come alone. He just finished speaking. The car comet appeared behind a few little caras. I'm getting my student ID back. Mongrel, it recovered so quickly. I originally planned to clean up the department representative before cleaning up his. While he was distracted, Lindu suddenly attacked from the sky. Stinky flying bug, I already guessed it. You want to steal your student ID and run away, right? Since you accidentally entered my territory, then I'll send you on your way. Who said I was careless? Anyway, as long as you don't get caught. This kid is different from just moving in a straight line. Is it because the venue is open even so? How can you fly so skillfully? What kind of insect is he? The two rushed towards each other at the same time. This simple guy, do you just want to grab a student ID? The speed of the dragonfly plus the weight to attack. No matter how bad your physique is, it can cause huge damage. But the red hair quickly stabilized his body. Hateful, it's because of the water. So the attack power is halved. Wait a minute, do we have to? Let's talk it out. Talk about how. Don't you also want to be the first in the department to get Cinderella? Wouldn't it be good for you to have fewer competitors? So I mean, Big Brother caught him just by you. Park Seo-kyung broke the bridge of his nose with an elbow, but the red hair also took the opportunity to rush over. I just want the life of this stinky woman in the nick of time. Lindu grabbed his two spikes from behind. It's not in the water anymore. No longer your territory. It was my house. Lindu smashed the red hair heavily on the ground. Even if you want Cinderella again, you can't do that either. People are worse than insects. Then it doesn't make any sense. In this way, a few people successfully got their student IDs back. After that, Lindu came to his dormitory. He is satisfied with the accommodation here. But why is this horrible person my roommate? Park Hee-young and Kun Do-hwa also came to their dormitory, planning to hold a school party in their dorm. Will you drink with us since coming to this strange school? Or from the day the wings were exposed, Lindu has not been so happy in a long time. At the same time, in the woods outside the school. So you didn't kill the professor's favorite protege. You should know, individuals who fail to hunt are eliminated and die. I will definitely be able to do it next time. I'm sure I can kill that woman and get Cinderella. What are you talking about? We don't need that kind of thing. Saying that, he jumped down from the tree. Red hair died on the spot. Empty has great power, but lost to the freshman. Humiliating, but don't worry. The leader will definitely be happy because he has found what he wants. The next day, Lindu was very nervous in the classroom of the beneficial insects department. Today is the first lesson of practical insect fighting. What will it teach? Don't be afraid. Park Hee-young poked his hand because today is the first class. So the professor said just do a simple test. It won't be difficult. Between the two of them talking, Chi-jun strode in. Listen up everyone. There will be a simple quiz today. Test results count towards the final grade and may die, so be careful. Then everyone went to a training ground outside the school. What about the simple test? What the hell is going on? Why is that homeless old man here? Come after us. He's Professor Chi-jun from our department. Our professional class is a class that teaches people how to use the power of insects to fight. Our mission is to fight people like the mantis men you've met before. That's all there is to it. Insect power is a weapon. Of course, there are also dirty and dangerous people who maliciously use this power to commit crimes. So you have to learn how to fight, because Ness needs to find and protect all the insect people. Only the strong survive. If you want Cinderella, you have to work hard. The first test is hide and seek, and use their abilities to get away from me. Anyone I catch fails, so he swings the saw again and slashes at the students. How can this old man be so fast? Dan can't escape. Critical juncture. Lindu pulled him out. Chi-jun was taken aback. Compound eyes of dragonflies. Can he read the root of the chainsaw? The guy who said he wanted to get rid of his wings? It seems that he has been able to use his abilities skillfully. It's like becoming a real dragonfly. Hear this. Lindu suddenly recalled the previous performance of Mixi. Still distracted, unpromising guy, failed. Caught right away, Park Hee-jin pounced on him and took him away. To get caught is to fail. Wake up. The comet is now. Professor, Please rest for a while, put on a mud mask. He actually threw soil on the face of the elders. Really incompetent. Is it smoke? Several people took the opportunity to run towards the woods at the same time, in a nice underground quarantine on the other side. The bee girl took out the guard and came to the isolation room where the mantis man was held. Oh, what a pity. How can you treat a living being like this? But this student ID alone can't open all the security facilities. Just then, the little bee came running. Here you are. Security card in the classroom. Just in class. Successfully stole it. So nice. Such a good person was forced to suspend school. School is too much. The little bee suddenly woke up. How did I steal the professor's stuff? Why would you do it for a strange woman? And when did I come here? The bee girl reaches out and opens the door control. Don't think about these irrelevant things. Say hi. The mantis man broke free and came out. The sense of prey, see the little bee. Saliva suddenly flowed out, sure enough, as the leader said. He's just an insect mind. This is my gift to you. As he spoke, he pushed the little bee in front of the mantis man, in the woods on the other side. Lindu and the others were still desperately fleeing. Damn, it's been exactly an hour. What kind of test is this? And while they were fleeing, a lot of people have been caught. The professor doesn't want everyone to fail, does he? Just a few people talking, the professor has chased after him. A girl accidentally sprained her foot and fell to the ground, but Shijun had no intention of showing mercy at all, whether it's a twisted foot or a broken leg. In actual combat, if you don't run away, you will die. What are you doing? Really die. And as he spoke, he swung up the chainsaw and was about to chop it down. Just then, Lindu suddenly sprang out to support the chainsaw. It's too much. Is it necessary to do this? Excessive? Shichun's tone was cold. In actual combat, they'd already be dead. In front of dangerous people like the mantis man you've seen. Would you still say such nonsense? So be it. There's an hour left until the end of class. As long as you can hit me before class ends, I will pass everyone. But if you can't hit, everybody drops out. At the same time, the mantis man who escaped from the dungeon is looking for Lindu. The dragonfly is nearby. I remember this alluring fragrance. Lindu was ready and rushed towards Chi County. Isn't it just a hit? It's too simple. But just as his fist was about to hit Shijun dodged sideways. It looks like you never waved your fist outside at all. A slow-moving person like you probably can't kill even a bug. What are you doing? Could it be that you want to dance with me? If this goes on, you will be expelled when the time is up. In a hurry, Lingshu's compound eyes opened again. Chichun's eyes narrowed. It seems that he has unconsciously regarded the other party as prey again. Lindu grabbed Shijun by the collar when you shake your fist and are ready to hit. But Shijun grabbed his wrist and fell to the ground. Do you think the prey will be obediently captured? Damn, I'm no match for him at all. Did he use insect power? What kind of insect is he? Shijun seemed to see through his doubts. I can't use the power of insects, because when I use power, it has side effects. I'm getting older. The body can't take it, but you are young. No disadvantage in theory. It can completely suppress me, but do you know why you can't beat me? As he spoke, he threw something onto Linshu's chest. It was a green dragonfly. Lindu jumped up in fright. Hopeless. It's just a model. Insect resistance limits your strength. What do you know about the characteristics of dragonflies? What is the principle of compound eyes that are often used? You need to understand your own strength to do this. First, you have to accept the fact that you are an insect. Lindu couldn't help but fall into deep thought. I've always hated insects, but who can accept being a monster? Just then, a burst of applause suddenly came from behind. That was a terrific lecture. As expected of Professor Chi, see this person. Shichun's pupils suddenly constricted. Disgusting. A few people haven't reacted yet. The bee girl waved her tail and sent a girl away on the spot. Bastard. Chi Wixen rushed out of the grass angrily. But the bee woman's poisonous needle pierced her chest in an instant. Chi Wixen soon lost consciousness. Nice. This person is suitable as a snack. Just as a few people were stunned. A sickle suddenly pierced Professor Kai's chest. This scene was so familiar to Lindu. A strong sense of fear came to my mind in an instant. Feng Nu reminded, click until, isn't it enough to have him as a snack? Come on, then we'll take our leave. There's still a lot to do. Please take care of yourself. See you next time, Professor. Stop. Park Hee-jin got up and rushed out. Chi-jun grabbed her. Don't go. These people are dangerous. And without the permission of the school, you can't fight with outsiders. I have contacted the school. You go back first. What the hell are you doing now? If he continues to drag the comet like this, he will die. Rules are rules as long as you're a nice student. You can't do anything. However, he just finished speaking. Lindu flew out from behind. You said just now, if I fail, I have to drop out. Then I don't have to follow the damn school rules. As he spoke, he chased after the two. It's all my fault that I was too scared to move just now. The comet was the first person to take the initiative to get close to me. I must catch them. Shijun has a complicated mood. Stupid guy. No matter how powerful an insect is, it has natural enemies that it can resist. But for dragonflies, praying mantises are an impossible predator. Mantis Man suddenly turned around. This raid is good. Too bad I can smell you. Lindu dodged the sickle sideways. Nothing to be afraid of. Just put some distance in the air. I can see his movements clearly and I can attack close in. Lindu grabbed the gap and punched the mantis man on the chin. Why didn't you eat? Lindu's fist hurt and quickly retreated. Such hard skin, it's called an exoskeleton. I had eaten food after a long time. The body becomes stronger. I wanted to go directly. In the end, you delivered it to your door yourself. Lindu then realized the mantis man in front of him is not something he can defeat at all. So he hurriedly asked Seiichi Comet for help. Wake me up, Comet. The waking Comet looked at everything in front of him with a confused face. The bee girl was taken aback. The toxin expires so quickly. It seems that this kid's physique is unusual. Then kill it. It's meat, dead or alive. Oops. The body is still numb, can't hide. Just then, Lindu rushed over and opened the stinger with a punch. But the sickle man also seized the opportunity to press Lindu to the ground. At this time, the body of the comet finally recovered a little. He grabbed Lindu and ran for dozens of meters in the blink of an eye. His insect is the grasshopper. So the legs have a lot of explosive power. Bee girl persuasion. I guess I can't catch up. Give it up. The mantis man snorted coldly. No. I can smell them. They're nearby. Because Lindu, you didn't plan to run away. Did you get beaten, silly? Gotta go back and catch that praying mantis. But Lindu explained, that mantis man is different from the gangsters at school. You can die if you're not careful. That's why we have to catch him. If you let him escape, those out there who didn't come here like me might die. Car will be helpless, but we can't beat that guy at all. Lindu said that he just needs to drag it to the school for support. And he had an idea. The mantis man on the other side is looking for spiritual too. Why does the smell suddenly appear next to it? I saw Lindu suddenly fall from the sky. In the blink of an eye, the bee girl was tied to the tree with vines. Why is it so fast? What method did he use? Is it because of those glasses? Mantis Man hasn't reacted yet? Lindu kicked him directly in the chin. Mantis Man grins. But it still doesn't hurt. Damn, this skin is as hard as stone. There's no way to hurt him. Mantis Man laughing wildly. How can a mere flying insect beat me? Just then, the comet is coming quickly, throwing something towards Lindu. Shijun on the other side chuckled. Take it away. Just pretend you hit me successfully. Stole my weapon right under my nose. I brought it as you said. Lindu cut him. Lindu cut down with a chainsaw. One of the mantis man's arms was instantly chopped off. My arm, the intense pain drove the mantis man crazy, waving his other arm and chasing after Lindu. How dare you two brats besiege me? As he spoke, he jumped in front of Lindu again, but the spiritual chainsaw suddenly stopped working. He had to hold the chainsaw in front of him to resist the attack. Just a click, countless cracks appeared in the chainsaw. The mantis man jumps right after landing. The chainsaw exploded into countless pieces in an instant. Lindu hurriedly retreated to open the distance. Damn, can't break his defenses without a chainsaw. Take advantage of the mantis man's attention on Lindu. The car will circle behind him and give him a flying kick. But the mantis man reacts very quickly. Backhand swing. The comet was smashed to the ground. Bastard. Lindu rushed up immediately when he saw this. The mantis man stepped on the comet with one foot, then turned around and locked the spirituality with a sickle. I got him. I can finally eat you. The hunt was enjoyable. Lindu struggled desperately. But I can't break free. Lindu was about to be eaten in one bite. A figure suddenly appeared. One punch sent the mantis man flying. Just now, he rushed out with arrogance. Why are you so embarrassed now? Unpromising guy, Professor Chi. Lindu was shocked. How did such a serious injury recover so quickly? Don't worry, nice support. Cured me. This little injury is a piece of cake for that guy. Shijun was slightly surprised. I was worried that they might be dead. I didn't expect to beat this guy up. You can do this against natural enemies, and he's a new transfer student. It's worth giving him a demonstration. The mantis man didn't give up at all. No matter how many come, they are all in my belly. As he spoke, he rushed towards Chi-jun. Chi-chun's arm also began to smoke, and spawned countless sparks. Chi-chun's insect is Yichebujia, can produce high-temperature chemicals in the body, can be released in battle and make it explode, ruined my first class of the semester, and attacked me from behind. You should pay dearly. Chi-jun punched the mantis man in the head. A violent explosion exploded between the two. Even Lindu, who was behind, was scalded by the aftermath of the explosion. The mantis man fell with a plop, turned into a roasted praying mantis. Did you see it clearly? That's the insect power? Lindu looked at this scene in shock. Is this the power of insect powers? Defeated the mantis man in one move? But once the power of insects is used, you have to suffer the corresponding side effects. A long time ago, I used my powers without mastering it. This is the price. Now, it's so miserable that I can't even use my hands. If you don't want to be like me, hurry up and make this power your own. Although the mantis man was caught, but let the bee girl run away after this battle. Lindu was also deeply aware of his lack of strength, and he started doing what she said, dragonflies. But that night, after Lindu fell asleep, the car next to him suddenly sat up. It turns out that the poisonous needle stabbed by the bee girl during the day has not been taken out. The bee woman's insect is the long-backed mud wasp. Host behavior can be controlled by neurotoxins, a comet controlled by the bee girl, alone in the woods outside the school. Sure enough, the guard is too lax. No idea. As he spoke, he grabbed the comet by the neck. Just then, Chi-jun suddenly appeared. I already guessed that you would definitely come back. You really want to destroy what I'm guarding to disgust me. So I knew he was poisoned, but I deliberately didn't deal with it. No matter what you are planning, I have the confidence to hold on. Talk to me, Shenjian, in the grass not far away. Lindu, who woke up, also followed. Long time no see? It's been 5 years since you left here. How is it going? Professor Chi, you're not here to catch up with me. Now is the time to ask why I did what I did. After listening to Chi-jun, he will no longer talk nonsense. The fist ignited flames and rushed towards the bee girl, but the bee girl is very agile. One backward jump dodges the attack. Now I'll beat you up and bring back nice. It's revealed so soon. Are you being too aggressive again? Chi-jun was furious. You still have the face to say that. Did you forget the 2 students and 8 nice clerks you killed? Why on earth would you do such a thing? Then he rushed towards the bee girl again. The terrifying force directly blew off the trees behind. But this time, it still didn't hit the peak girl. I saw the bee girl somersault and jump to the top of Chi-chun's head. The stinger on his back stabbed towards his neck. However, Chi-chun's actual combat experience is also very rich. A backhand slaps his tail open. Stop. Just then, Madaoksu-on also came here. So he's an old acquaintance. Enough is enough. Nest guards will be arriving soon. You don't want to die with this, do you? But Chi-jun doesn't plan to let him go. Horse Road chooses a small channel. He also has a leader behind him. Let him go first and then follow him secretly. And with this woman's ability, more victims are likely. Then this time I'll go first. But remember, professors, when I come again next time, I will kill you all. Soon the nice guards came over and arranged for 2 people to follow the bee girl. On the way back, Chi-jun asked Lindu to keep Shenjian a secret for the time being. Lindu expressed as a condition, Chi-jun is going to teach him how to use his powers. Chi-jun grinned. Then you have to be mentally prepared. When eating today, Lindu asked Park Hee-young what his insects were. Park Hee-young says it's similar to a mantis. Hear this, Lindu suddenly had goosebumps. No wonder I said how strong. At this time, Chien-dae suddenly rushed over and kicked the car comet flying. Sat down in his seat. Did you hear? There will be group assignments starting today? Lindu doesn't know much about group work. Park Hee-young explains. Group assignments for first grade combat insect fighting are different every time. It's not that hard, but sometimes you also encounter other jungle juice users who are often in trouble. Lindu was shocked. So is it possible to fight with other insect people? Then there's a chance to try it out. The one I work on every night. Park Hee-young went on to say. The groups are divided by the professors. Kiandahua si echi comet Lindu, 4 of them were grouped together. A joy in the heart of spirituality. Kiandahua and Siechi Comet are both outstanding in the beneficial insect family. Not to mention the department representative Park Hee-young. Looks like luck, this kind of grouping should be fine. And then a few days later, one night, Shi-chun's teaching assistant Jo Jwan-bin suddenly came to report to him that has an emergency, just got notified. This group were Group A. During the mission, a team member died. The girl's abdomen was penetrated, 2 kilograms of blood were lost. But not only did she not die, the injury fully recovered after only 2.5 minutes. Turns out the girl fused cockroach DNA. Not only does it have powerful powers far beyond ordinary people, more tenacious vitality, as long as it is not fatal, it can be recovered in an instant. At this moment, Professor Chi is assigning the first group assignment of the semester. Go outside nice and recycle jungle juice. Exactly, that's why you became insect people. Kill all the bugs at once with the help of propaganda slogans? Pesticide that turned out. The manufacturing company of jungle juice is unknown. The distribution company is a small-scale enterprise called Natural Life. But it didn't take long for the business to go bankrupt. Everything about jungle juice can be covered up. Fortunately, its base is in District J. Therefore, the affected area is limited to the J area. The production and mass production of Cinderella requires jungle juice. Get as much jungle juice as possible. Both are nice priorities. It is also a class to develop your information acquisition and resilience. So in a week, you're going to rummage through District J to find jungle juice. As long as you find one in Group 1, it is all plus ... but everyone complains for days. Because I only found 1 or 2 in total last semester to increase efficiency. Lindu and the 4 people were divided into 2 groups to find. Lindu and Pu Zizhen. Park Hee-jin is worried about where to find it. Because jungle juice is basically everywhere. It has been recycled before. Lindu suddenly smiled proudly. A plus got it. In this way, the first place in the whole system is just around the corner. I know a place that has jungle juice. As he spoke, he pulled Park Hee-jin and ran. Soon the 2 arrived at Lin Shu's house. The bottle of jungle juice that Lin Zhu used is still at home. But when he excitedly opened the door, only to find that the house had been turned upside down. Seeing this, Lin Zhu hurriedly checked the drawer where the jungle juice was placed before. As expected, it was gone. Lin Zhu suddenly thought of something. By the way, where is your home, Zizhen? Jungle juice should be at home too. Hear this. Park Hee-jin's face turned gloomy in an instant. Don't go to my house. Let's go to the city to look for it first. What happened to her just now? Did I say something wrong? Then the 2 searched the internet, went to several supermarkets and convenience stores. But at the end of the day, there is absolutely nothing. Just then, C.H.E. Huixin called. We found a Natural Life warehouse. If you bring back all the jungle juice here, maybe make 100 Cinderellas. But Pushu wasn't happy at all. Instead, a bad premonition arose in my heart. He hurriedly called Lin Zhu and rushed to the warehouse. The professor asked us to recycle the jungle juice that was already on the market. It's because NICE can't find the pre-circulation stock, not to mention a warehouse full of jungle juice. Don't you think it's strange? This could be bait. It gets dark. The 2 finally arrived at the warehouse that C.H.E. Huixin mentioned. How on earth did they find such a place? Let's go and have a look first. The 2 entered the warehouse. Park Hee-jin is anxiously busy looking for someone, while Lin Zhu observed the objects around him. Are these all bait? It was covered with dust. Either way, it looks real. Who would shoot a bait so carefully? As he walked, he suddenly kicked a box. Open it up, it's full of jungle juice. Hee-jin, look, it's jungle juice, right? Maybe not, but he wasn't finished. There was a sudden sound from the front. Park Hee-jin just fell straight down. How did it go? Did you find what you were looking for? I did find prey. Looking at Park Hee-jin lying motionless in a pool of blood, Lin Zhu only felt that his brain went blank for a moment. Then he shouted angrily and rushed towards the earwig man. I know you're angry that your friend died, but if you rush over like this, you will die too. As he spoke, the huge pliers came towards Lin Zhu. Lin Zhu immediately opened his compound eyes, avoid pliers, instantly came to the front of the earwig man, and I punched him in the face, but it didn't do any harm. However, Lin Shu's fist felt a tingling pain. He couldn't help but think of the mantis man who had fought before. The earwig man smiled gloomily. Tickle me. What are you doing? Has the power of dragonflies? Haven't you tried ingesting it yet? Lindu didn't understand what he was talking about. Earwig Man explained, is to eat other insect people? Carnivorous insects like us can eat other insects? The first time I ate it, that was a fantastic experience after eating it once. It's almost addictive. I was consuming it like I was possessed. Then I discovered an amazing secret. The more insects you eat, the stronger you become. In a society where money and status are everything, I used to be oppressed, but now I can break free, pursue true greatness. The purest power of the species. With it, I can destroy the entire social system. Above the weak, I was told, just stay in this fake factory. The prey will come to the door by itself. I didn't expect it to be true. I'll eat both of you. Saying that, he threw out his pliers and caught Lindu. But the picture imagined by the earwig man did not appear. I saw Lindu grab the pliers with both hands. What is the purest by all logical force? You killed Zizhen for such a trivial purpose. As he spoke, he broke free from his pliers and rushed towards the earwig man. A heavy punch hit him in the face, but the earwig man still wasn't hurt too much. Throw out the pliers with your backhand and clamp one of Lindu's legs. Hit the ground hard. How do you toss? It's not on the same level as me. Saying that, he threw out the pliers again. Chao Lin Shujia went over. At this time, Lindu was completely crazy. There was only one thought in his mind. That is to avenge Park Hee-jin, no matter how great the difference in strength. No matter how many times you fall, I must kill you too. Lindu did his best. An elbow hits the earwig man's neck, but the earwig man didn't fall. Damn, it hurts a little bit. Damn, still no harm done. There is a way. Lindu suddenly thought of something, the technique that Professor Chi learned every night. It should work with that technology, thinking of him rushing towards the earwig man again. But the body that rushed forward suddenly fell. The wings behind him can't move. How come? Why suddenly? Then he suddenly remembered Chi-chun's words. Once the power of insects is used, there will be side effects. This is the price of using superpowers without mastering it. The earwig man will not miss this good opportunity. He threw out the pliers and clipped Lindu on the ground. Lindu was about to be cut in two. Park Seok-jin suddenly appeared, kicked off the pliers. Lindu's eyes widened in shock. Seok-jin, you've been hurt so badly. How can? The earwig manst. What the hell? Why not dead? Lie back down for me. Zizhen dangerous, Lindu hurriedly reminded loudly. But Park Seok-jin is not in a hurry. Didn't you ask me before, what is my power? Saying that, he turned around and punched out. The huge pliers were instantly knocked upside down and flew away. The powerful force made the earwig man's entire arm crackle. From now on, I'll give you a good look, watching the body of the most beloved woman being penetrated, completely lifeless and fell in a pool of blood. The whole world seems to stand still at this moment. Only Lindu's gradually violent heartbeat echoed in the warehouse. The earwig man is still mocking. The next second, his voice stopped abruptly. Lindu slowly stood up from the ground. The eyes and the wings on the back are emitting a dazzling green light. What is this? The earwig man's eyes are round. How do wings glow? Is it a kind of power? He didn't show that hand just now. After the cockroach girl died, the state has changed. That is to say, there are other ways to become stronger than by ingestion. Interesting, the object of ingestion is different. Predators also receive different nutrients if you eat him in this state. What will happen to me? But he hasn't reacted yet. Lindu had appeared in front of him in an instant. All I heard was a bang. The earwig man suddenly flew out like a cannonball. The whole warehouse shuddered. But the earwig man's clip suddenly shot out of the smoke. I got him. This time I'm going to make him completely. But he wasn't finished. His pupils suddenly constricted. I saw Lindu grab his clip with one hand. The earwig man desperately tried to retrieve the clip. But no matter how hard you try, you won't budge. The instinct of insects makes him feel. The current Lindu has completely lost his human sanity. It's a killing machine that's left with nothing but the instincts of insects. I felt the terrifying aura emanating from Lindu. The earwig man was so scared that he trembled all over, but not until he responds. Lindu had already grabbed his clip and sent him flying, and I grabbed him by the head, hit the ground with a bang. But the earwig man smiled hideously. Fool, pay attention to the back. But what the earwig man didn't expect was, Lindu actually turned his head and bit the clip with his mouth. Dragonfly's weapons are not limited to compound eyes and wings. There are also special bite forces for hunting and chewing prey. Lindu's mouth forcefully just bite off the clip. The earwig man's eyes were full of horror. What kind of power is this? This is the technique that Lindu learned learned from Qi Jiangsu to use superpowers, insect posture. Humans possess the primitive instincts of animals and the rationality that regulates them. All you have to do is upset the balance, animal instinct. That way we can unleash the potential insect powers in our bodies. Unleash greater power, but the dynamics are hard to control. Because once the control is not good, let animal instincts take over, totally irrational words. Then you'll be completely devoured by the power, fear from the soul, instantly filled the entire body of the earwig man. So my quest has been for the power of biology. They're constantly looking for prey, but today I touched the wrong prey. The difference between species and species is too great. Wait a minute, I was wrong, don't kill me. The earwig man kept screaming and wailing, but Lindu, who lost his mind, had no intention of stopping at all, crazy like a beast. Biting the earwig man's body, the screams kept echoing in the warehouse. Soon the earwig man was dying. I was wrong, forgive me. Lindu grabbed his head, suddenly picked him up from the ground. A roar like a beast came out of his mouth. It was just now. Lindu and the two came to the warehouse mentioned by Chichi comment. But Kusunan had no martial arts ethics, but fortunately Park Hee-young's insect is a cockroach. With its tenacious vitality, the injury soon fully recovered. Park Sejin slapped the earwig man with a backhand and flew out. How come? He was obviously dead after being ambushed by me. Park Hee-jin didn't give him the slightest chance to breathe. Jumped to the top of his head, hit it hard. Lindu was stunned. Such a powerful force. I have no room for intervention at all. But why is Zijin suddenly fine? I was obviously injured so badly just now. I thought he was really dead. Seokjin, are your hands okay? Yeah, because I'm getting better fast. Park Seokjin is about to tell his own insects. The earwig man suddenly jumped over. If I'm not wrong, are you a cockroach? Your movement and vitality are cockroaches by any measure. Where did you catch it? I guess it's a damp and cold place. Sewer. Garbage dump. Still semi-basement. No wonder I smell poverty. Lindu finally reacted. Is that why he never said what kind of insect he is? It turns out that Park Seokjin lost her parents since she was a child. Depend on your only brother. They are poor, only live in a dark and damp semi-basement. You see cockroaches crawling around everywhere. But because of Park Seok-jong's outstanding appearance and have excellent academic performance, attracted the jealousy of many classmates. Park Seok-jong's brother helped his sister go to college, 5 jobs a day, exhausted to death. Without the protection of my brother, a few little cars will fill a box with cockroaches, poured into Park Seok-young's house in a hurry. Park Seok-jin took out the Konglin juice she just bought to eliminate the cockroaches at this moment. Lindu tried his best to stand up and help, but the body is out of control at all. The earwig man attacked frantically while provoking, but his attacks couldn't touch Park Sejin at all. Forget the power, it's still so fast. So that's the cockroach advantage. But even cockroaches, one day you will die, as long as I find a way to hit him 100%. Then he suddenly thought of the previous Lindu. Then he shook the clip and headed towards the spiritual clip behind. No, Park Hee-jin hurriedly turned around when she saw this. The huge clip penetrated his abdomen in an instant. At this time, Lindu opened his mouth and was ready to marry an earwig man. But just then, a man with his head wrapped in a water balloon suddenly appeared. Lindu was brought down with one move. You crossed the line. How can prey eat predators in turn? As he spoke, he released countless tentacles in his hands to tie Lindu up. To recruit him, I built a hunting ground to train him. Now it's a complete waste, but then again, I didn't expect that after Shenjian, such a special individual has appeared again. And in the nest, I really want to take you for myself, but the nests came too fast. I don't have time to deal with them right now. Gotta go. Next time I see you, I hope you can get closer to the monster. The water polo man just left. Nest's rescue team arrived. A few people were just about to go in. I heard footsteps coming from inside. Lindu came out with Park Hee-young's body in his arms. Can someone help me? Hee-young, she? After receiving the message, Chi-jun rushed over as soon as possible. Lindu told the story roughly. Chi-jun couldn't hide the anger in his heart. One punch smashed the stretcher next to it to pieces. He grabbed Linshu's shoulder and reprimanded, just so you can find an insecticide. How did you kill someone? Then a calm voice came from behind. What are you doing, old fool? Change your temper. The person who came is Liu Huanying, a full-time professor of the Department of Beneficial Insects. He asked Lindu to put Park Seok-jin on the ground. Then he took off his gloves and started treating him. I saw the tentacles on the top of his head and the back of his hands emitting little lights. Seeing Linshu's surprised look, the assistant next to him explained, Professor Liu has a very magical ability. His power is caterpillar fungus, and it is also said to be able to cure all diseases. Improved version for research of Cordyceps sinensis. Can replenish energy and enhance healing ability. Her powers are the most outstanding and mysterious in the entire nest. In Linshu's shocked eyes, the wound on Park Hee-young's abdomen quickly healed completely. He looked excitedly at Professor Liu. Hee-jin, is she going to live? Professor Liu sighed. Can't. It's too late. His heart has stopped beating for a while. My powers can only heal wounds, but unfortunately, it can't be brought back to life. Linshu's eyes were lifeless, and he fell into despair again. Chi-jun said nothing and turned around to leave. Professor Liu asked the medical team to carry the body away. The medical staff came forward to comfort. Classmate, my condolences. Lindu opened his hand, hugging Park Hee-young tightly. The heart is full of unwillingness and anger. Just then, Park Hee-young's hand suddenly moved. Grab Linshu's hand. Linshu's eyes widened. The crowd also sensed the movement. He quickly turned to look. I saw Park Hee-young's skin start to fall off inch by inch. It has actually begun to transform. All insects go through a metamorphosis process, thus becoming an adult, even disgusting bugs. It is also very beautiful in the moment of emergence. And Park Hee-young at this time, it is the metamorphosis that enters the cockroach state. A brilliant brilliance bloomed from her. Lindu shook her hand. Tears flowed unconsciously. Park Hee-jin is a little confused. I have no idea what's going on. Lindu hugged her violently. Tears can't stop flowing down, back to the nest. Lindu asked Siechi Wixen where they went. Why has there been no response for so long? Siechi Wixen gave an awkward explanation. They seemed to be in a warehouse next door at the time. Then the warehouse suddenly shook violently, and they sat under the shelves for hours. Lindu was stunned when he heard the words. That vibration should be caused by them. Then he quickly changed the subject, speaking of the abandoned warehouse in the deep mountains and forests. How did you find it? Siechi Wixen said. It's when they ask around. A passerby told them. But he looks a bit special, has lavender hair. Lindu was startled and quickly asked, do you still have a peculiar stud earring? At the same time, in a research institute on the other side, the purple-haired man came in, and they asked him how it was going. The purple-haired man said regretfully, the beetles were beaten to pieces. By the way, the nest is really full of talents. There are a lot of characters that make me jealous. The researchers were slightly surprised. Is there anyone you want to bring back, breeder? The purple-haired man ordered. Contact our 2 men in the nest. It's the people who lent it to Shinji Ian. The researcher was a little embarrassed. I heard that the turtle was killed by him. The purple-haired man scolded. This woman has a really bad temper. What about the other one? I heard that another perfect fit into the circle of first-year students. The corner of the purple-haired man's mouth rose slightly when he heard the words. Then have some fun. After that, Lindu and the others started looking for jungle juice again, but none were found. The deadline for homework is coming soon. Chi-chun's tone was flat. The results are really terrible. All the teams were not found. There was an uproar of discontent in the classroom. We've looked everywhere. Not at all. I didn't expect Chi-jun to say something. It's normal that you can't find it. As soon as the sentence comes out, and everybody froze, Ji-jun said lightly, I didn't expect you to find it in the first place. This assignment is to let you know how hard is jungle juice to find. I'm sure you can see it firsthand. Right now, Nest is at an impasse over recycling jungle juice. Too little was recycled this year. I guess I can only make 1 or 2 Cinderella, and you know why. Speaking of this, his eyes suddenly turned cold. Because there is another insect force, the idea of getting jungle juice. At present, we have no specific information on this force, but they mimicked chemical terrorism, using jungle juice to turn innocent people into insect people. It also illegally smuggles dangerous alien species, endangered species, and natural monuments. They artificially created all kinds of insect people out of jungle juice. There are many of their victims in the nest. There are also some of you who are unaware of it, forced to fall victim to jungle juice. They didn't have much contact with Nest before, and has been operating in secret, so there was no conflict. but recently, they have blatantly set a trap for us, so you have to keep in mind. From now on, it will be different from the first semester. The future work will focus on actual combat. You will also officially fight these dangerous guys. You can choose to drop the class. Get out of the classroom now. There was a lot of talk in the classroom, Chi-Jun continued to say. Once you engage with these guys, your lives could be in danger. It may be like this group A. Someone was seriously injured. It's also possible that it will be like the previous mantis men when they fled. Someone died. Some of you have already made a trip to the gates of hell. You should know how dangerous it is. So now just need those who are ready to die stay. Hear this. Everyone was torn in thought. Just when everyone can't make up their minds, Lindu suddenly stood up. I have a question. Is fighting dangerous people an achievement? As soon as the sentence comes out, everyone looked at him in shock. A look of surprise flashed in Chi-Chun's eyes as well. Said after a moment of silence, of course. The more dangerous the class, the more credits you can get if you behave well. Maybe you can get the first place in the whole department. Lindu immediately made a choice when he heard this. Then I have nothing to hesitate about. I missed Professor Ma's class. I had no choice but to choose this course. I thought the first place in the whole department was definitely out of play. However, high risks often lead to high returns. C.H.E. Wixon chuckled. This kid is estimated to be the first in the whole department until he dies. If in a world were the law of the jungle, to deal with those bad guys, then kill them all. Qian Dawa also smashed his fist on the table and shouted loudly. Actual combat is what I want most. Others also expressed their willingness to stay. Chi-Jun is very pleased, although he says these words every semester. But it's just telling them they might get hurt. Didn't say it was life-threatening. A lot of people give up just because they hear they're going to get hurt. And this new generation is faced with the fear of death. No one chooses to be a deserter, then follow the plan. The first-year students held an opening ceremony, but it's a little different from what Lindu imagined. This opening ceremony seems too mundane. Lindu was very helpless. I'm not used to ordinary things now. Looking at Lindu next to him, Park Hee-jin can't help but think back to the moment when she came back to life. Two blushes appeared on his face. That Lindu, he was just about to speak. A scream suddenly came from the side. It turned out that Chi Wixon and Qian Dehua were fighting again. At this time, Qian Dehua had already drunk too much and started to go crazy. Lindu joked. He is full of energy every day, but you are also very good at making trouble with him every day. Do you like to be beaten? C.H.E. Wixon's face twitched. Of course not. You can't be angry with him, can you? After all, that's how he gets close to people. He never developed a deep relationship with anyone. Therefore, they are not good at expressing themselves. Lindu was shocked. I see. Just a few people talking. A boy suddenly approached Qian Dehua. Dao, come with me to drink there. This person is Li Junheng, the first year of the Good Insect Department. The next second, in the shocked eyes of several people, Qian Dehua took Li Junheng's hand. Why did you just come now? Let my sister teach you how to drink. Watching the backs of the two leaving, Lindu and Park Hee-young quipped. Isn't he very good at expressing emotions? It seems that the relationship with people is quite good. The comment is speechless. Shut up. Lindu smiled. But it's the first time I've seen him like this. What is their relationship? Just then, Li Junheng suddenly turned to look at Lindu. Lindu was shocked. That feeling was a little familiar. On the other side, on a hilltop outside the academy, Li Jun muttered, it doesn't seem to have been discovered yet. And behind him is Qian Dehua, who is tied up, drunk and slept soundly. I shouldn't wake up for a while. Just fall asleep, it's good for you too. After saying that, he reached out and grabbed Qian Dehua. Just then, a hand suddenly grabbed him. Lindu stared at him with cold eyes. What do you want? It turned out that after the purple-haired man returned to the research institute, the researcher asked him, who wants to bring back from the nest? Could it be the dragonfly that killed the beetle? It's not easy to raise flying things. Purple-haired man laughed. Don't worry, it's not him. Although I would also like to have that dragonfly. But at the moment, he has no harvestable value in him. The person I want to bring now, someone I have cultivated for a long time, and at this time on the top of the mountain. Li Junheng threw Lindu out at the same time. Countless black feathers flew out of him. Lindu just touched the black feather lightly. A wound appeared on his hand instantly. It turns out that Li Junheng is a Goliath bird-eating spider. It's called a tarantula. It emits a lot of toxic fluff. Li Junheng said coldly, Dao, I took it. He can't stay here. Everyone has their own place to be. And he's not coming back to the nest. Lindu stared at him. You are not a student of our school, are you? Hear this? Li Junhang suddenly glared at Lindu. Then he stamped his feet and rushed towards Lindu. Lindu kicked the ground and flew quickly into the air. He's going to distance himself, then find a chance to escape with 1,000 dehua. Li Yonhang glanced at him. You should have run away right away. Voice false. Countless black feathers shot out of his back. It turned on the Taranto strain. Countless black feathers shot at Lindu like sharp swords. Lindu was shocked to see this. You can only raise your hand in front of you. Because there are too many, it is impossible to avoid it at all. Therefore, Lindu was forced to fall back to the ground. The moment he landed, he turned and ran, ready to go back and call for support. But Li Junhang came behind him in the blink of an eye, and they grabbed him. No way, can't let you go. I have to take you back with me. Lindu wrenched his hand away. The wings shake and quickly opened the distance, but Li Junhang followed in an instant. Lindu was shocked. I didn't expect this guy to catch up with me. And he's ready to fly up, but the air has long been covered with black feathers. He just falls back to the ground. He only feels burning pain all over his body now. Hateful. Is this guy trying to trap me here? Lindu turned his head and shouted at Qian Dehua. Wake up! Now is not the time to sleep. Seeing this, Li Junhang rushed over and kicked Lindu out. Why did you stop me? It won't do you any harm if I take him away. Lindu grinned. Dao is part of our team, no team members. Isn't the group homework over? I don't want to lose my current college life. Just as Li Junhang was stunned, Lindu suddenly turned on the dragonfly posture. He rushed towards Li Junhang. Because the speed is too fast, Li Junhang only had time to block his arm in front of him. The next second, he was punched and sent flying. It worked. Lindu was overjoyed to see this. But he wasn't finished. Vision suddenly becomes blurred. Then he fell with a plop. Li Junhang's voice came. The poison I injected into you was not lethal. I don't want to kill you here, but Li Junhang is not feeling well either. There was a tingling pain in his arm, seems to have fractured. I didn't expect your powers to be so powerful, but still not as good as me. Although he appears calm, shocked. He didn't see Linshu's attack clearly at all. When Lindu opened his eyes again, I found myself lying on a bed. A sparse voice came from the side, and he looked away. Qian Dehua was sleeping beside him, and he had his hand on his chest. Lindu looked confused. I have no idea what's going on. And Qian Dehua also opened his eyes vaguely. The two stick together and look at each other. The door of the room where the two were locked was locked. Even the windows are tightly sealed. However, Lindu was still thinking about today's class, my grade. Did that guy do this for the sake of being the first in the department? Then Qian Dehua interrupted him. That's impossible. It is impossible for Li Junhang to do such a thing. Just then, the door suddenly opened. The two quickly retreated. Prepare for battle. Unexpectedly, it was a little girl who came in. Brother and sister have eaten. The two were stunned at the same time. Led by the little girl, the two arrived at a cafeteria. It's all children here. Lindu doesn't know why. Where were we tied up? Qian Dehua explained. This is Angel Nursery. It's where I used to be when I was a kid. A small nursery in the back country. Qian Dehua's tale quickly attracted the attention of countless children. Sister, what is this? Is it a real tale? Lindu thought to himself that it was not good. But Qian Dehua was very calm. This is a toy. I didn't expect these kids to really believe it. A bunch of kids groping around. It's soft down there. It looks like a real scorpion tail. Qian Dehua couldn't bear it anymore. It's not good to get angry with children. Turned and ran back to the room. And then the director of the nursery came over. Are you a friend of Junhang and Dawa? You can stay here as you like. It was Li Yonhang who brought them here, and both Li Yonhang and Qian Dehua grew up in this nursery. Li Yonhang took them here and left. Lindu was puzzled. I don't know what he's up to. No matter how remote this place is, can you fly back by yourself? The dean said he was worried about Qian Dehua. He's been a crybaby since he was a kid. Very fragile, and one day it suddenly grew a strange tail. It freaked me out. On the other hand, Qian Dehua was very uneasy at this time. When he comes here, he will remember he used to abuse his father. After a moment of conversation, The dean left, while Lindu was dragged by a little girl to draw. Look at the innocent child in front of you. It also made Lindu gradually relax. Moments later, the little girl excitedly handed the painting to Lindu. "It's me with butterfly wings." The little girl said it was a moth butterfly, one of my favorite insects. "I also want to have wings like this. It's going to be cool." Lindu was stunned when he heard the words. "People don't avoid you because you're disgusting. Don't people hate bugs?" The little girl rolled up her sleeves angrily. "Mosquitoes are really annoying. Sucking human blood can also transmit diseases, but I love dragonflies. Dragonflies can eat more than 200 bad mosquitoes a day. Dragonflies are kind and powerful bugs, just like a hero." Then a staff member came over, yelling, "I'm getting ready to leave here tomorrow. You should get ready." Lindu was slightly puzzled. The little girl explained, "I'm going to another nursery tomorrow, although a little reluctant, but I'm also looking forward to my new home." Then he handed the book to Lindu. "This is for my brother." Lindu was in a very good mood. "I seem to be cured. Now it's time to take Hua back to school." And a dark basement of the nursing home, the dean and the staff member were talking orthogonally. "Are you ready for Yilin to leave?" "Yes, dean. He's waiting in the room." The dean smiled at the little girl lying on the bed. "Congratulations. You're about to leave here, my little baby." Then the two skillfully changed into isolation suits. "Is the anesthesia done?" "Of course. We're not newbies anymore." "What did you send this time? So disgusting." "It's a giant millipede," the dean reminded. "Don't feel sick and let him run away. Take it well," he said, picking up a bottle of jungle juice from the table. "If the product is defective, you won't be able to sell it for a good price." Just as the two were about to start, there was a sudden knock on the door. Door unlocked. Lindu opened the door directly from the outside. The dean pressed the door in a panic. "Classmate, you haven't left yet." "Sorry, I need to find the bathroom. I got lost." The dean was a little incredulous. "This is the second basement. It's off limits." Lindu smiled slightly. "I see ... Voice falls." He kicked hard on the door. The dean immediately flew out with the door and people. It turned out that when Lindu was looking at the picture book that the little girl gave him before, "I found this on it. Kids don't lie." Lindu threw the drawing book in front of him. His eyes were cold and he said in a deep voice, "Let me remind you, I only do this to people.